The 1,000th
Oh
episode?
man,
Welcome
no,
back
no,
to
you
the
guys.
1,000th episode of the podcast. Is it Daniel?
No, we're on. This is 405. You guys missed it
405.
Oh shit, really?
because,
Come
well,
on.
both of you. I
I
I,
had
I want to say it was
scheduling
Tanner's fault, but I
conflicts.
think it
It
was
Oh,
actually
was,
both of your faults.
yeah.
Let's see.
okay.
Yeah,
Was it a
Alex
good
was busy.
spectacular?
Why you could have just postponed it until we were ready again.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't
Uh,
do that. You guys are both
Unfortunately,
for some reason.
busy every 2 weeks. Yeah. Like this is another busy week, but it's less busy this week. I forgot
But
I was on pager duty as well, so I'm like, if I ever go nonverbal, it's because I might be getting paged. I don't know. But
Okay.
this week has been pretty stressful, not because of that, or in part because of that, but also, have you guys heard of the Pitt, the TV show?
yeah,
Yeah,
good
is that
show.
are you gonna act in the pit?
No, I just have been watching. I started watching it on Monday, and I just
So
like
that's
kind
why
of
it's
leave it on.
busy for you.
I kind of just leave it on my TV, and I work in my living room too, so it's kind of just there, and so I've kind of like osmosis the show. That's how like I got through a shit ton of One Piece as well. I just kind of leave it on, and it's almost like background noise radio to me. But the Pit, I've also watched it during lunch, more diligently during lunch, and basically in the evening. Um, and I've gotten really far. It's really good,
I'm glad
and
you're being more
it's
diligent about it.
you
I can
know
lunch
like
you.
when it comes time to like watch, it's like a serious show. It's not like One Piece where you can kind of like tune out a little bit. You don't have to engage. This one is great performances, good writing, very authentic and like believable. Uh, it kind of suspends your disbelief without you having to try to do that. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of with most shows like Succession or Breaking Bad. There can be like a sad scene in those, and I can be like, okay, this show isn't real. This isn't real. I don't have to have empathy for this person. Yada yada yada. Right? Because you can be like, okay, they're not real. This is an actor. This isn't a real scenario. This show, I've been crying. Like I've watched some of it, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm crying.
Are you
And
are
yeah,
you crying when you're like half-heartedly watching it, like you said? Like you're submitting a ticket and you're just weeping?
No, but when I do tune in, I'm like, oh my god, that was crazy. Like I'm not, I don't have it just like auto playing. Like I've just been playing it during lunch, and basically instead of reading or doing anything healthy, I kind of just binged all the episodes. I've stayed up till like one, because I'm up till one anyway, responding to alerts. So I'm like, well, might as well watch TV in between. Uh, so I've binged one
Okay,
season two. Yeah,
but oh, I was gonna ask, how long has this been going on? Because there's only
I
like one
started
and
on
a half
Monday. I
seasons.
started on Monday, and I'm
You're
almost
talking
done with
about it like
season
it's been
two.
like a 3-month ordeal.
That's what I
No,
mean. Yeah, you're talking about like
no,
it's
I
been
started
this
this
long
on
journey.
Monday. Well, I started it
You did
on
this 2 days ago.
Monday, started pager duty as well, and it's just all the stress has finally gotten to me.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
Daniel, when you're this stressed, those days feel like weeks, okay?
it does. It feels like I'm in the
Apparently.
hospital and I'm doing like I realized hospitals, especially the Pit. I think the core theme of the show is showcasing both the best and contrasting that with the worst parts of humanity. You see the best and worst parts of who we are as people and humanity and such. And I don't know where I was going with this. Point is, it's like it can be a little bit exhausting. It's kind of like it's a show you want to binge, but it's really heavy. It's a pretty the performances are really realistic, and you kind of are sucked in. And I think you guys may be familiar with the concept, but if you aren't, each season is supposed to be like a full 12-hour shift at the hospital. And each episode goes hour by hour, and it is kind of chronological, and you can kind of see characters acting in the background, and there's like really cool scene transitions where you see two main characters talking in the background, and then the foreground will, rotate in a way to then shift the next scene so that we're focusing on those background characters, and now they're telling their part of the story, and Like it's like very fluid and it's almost like you're there, but like, working a shift at Pittsburgh's emergency medical center is uh, uh, you know, it's not for the faint of heart. So I am the faint of heart, and I'm like, oh my God, this is like crazy. This is the best of humanity. It's the worst of humanity. It's a roller coaster, and it's like it's a it's one of those shows that makes you want a cigarette after. But I think it's very good. It's been the best show I think I've seen all year. That's my glowing opinion.
Season one, at least.
Season one so far I think is better than season two. It's just in my mind. But season two isn't bad. It's like not, and I think season three is also premiering like now.
Gotta catch up. You've been pulling
I'm
12-hour
trying.
shifts at the hospital.
I literally
Yeah.
have been pulling 12-hour shifts to the hospital. Yeah, it started. Wait, Pitt has been renewed for a third season, expected to begin production in June 2026. So it hasn't even begun filming yet, and uh, I don't know. I guess I'm going crazy. It does not have a season three.
Are you stressed out from the show? Is that like
It's both the show and work. It was a not so great release. I was working till 1 a.m. yesterday. Because like, oh my God, just like heart surgery, we all had to get in there, and there was this one important job that everyone made changes to, and a bunch of different people's uh, changes all like kind of failed and were messed up, and I'm like, oh my God, now it's 1 a.m. and I'm all alone trying to do heart surgery. So basically, I was in the pit from a data engineering standpoint, and that has been my week in life, basically. That and my other update is I kind of haven't been going to climbing gym, which is pretty bad. I didn't renew my membership in February because I was dog sitting for the month of February and still kind of haven't renewed it. But um, yeah, pretty much for the past month. I don't know why. I think the weather's just been nice, and my allergy meds have finally taken control of me. And I'm just going on walks after work. Just very it's healthy. It's good to stretch your legs and free your mind a little bit after a tough shift.
in
The
the
pit.
hospital?
The pit is
No.
what I refer to as my desk. That of being because I work from home. So yeah, so I watch the pit, and work's been stressful because they also are assigning me to a new team in a good way. I've been reassured. It's kind of like it freaked me out, but like on Tuesday they were like, yeah, we're shuffling you around. You're not going to be part of the product side anymore. We need you on a super secret project that only you are going to be on, and it's going to take you all year to do. So I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. But they're like, no, it's because we trust you, and we need someone who's gregarious and can talk to the different stakeholders, because you're going to be talking to a lot of people to make this kind of work, and it's going to be really difficult, but we trust you. We also needed someone who was new and had a fresh perspective. That's you. So basically on Tuesday they told me like, uh, we don't know, but because it seems really chaotic, we don't know, but one of these days, seems like probably next week, we're just gonna like pluck you from that team. We're gonna announce you're gone, and you're gonna start working on this project. So big shakeup at work means I basically am just gonna be doing check-ins with the vice president of the technology organization, and he's gonna be like my key stakeholder that I have to prepare this project and you know uh, show how far I am on it and do check-ins with them. So it's going to be a very crazy next 8 months for me on this project. It's going to be a big learning experience, and yeah, big shakeups, big shakeups. So big shakeups plus watching the pit is like it's caused me to like develop a cold sore. I've just been like stressed, and it's materialized into a cold sore.
That sucks. Those are
Yeah.
the worst. Jeez.
Literally, I was like, how did this happen? And then I realized, oh, it's because I just have absorbed a lot of like stress. I was, worried. I was like, what is this meeting that kind of appeared on my calendar? Oh my God, am I gonna get fired? Kind of seemed stressful. And then they're like, no, we're not firing you. We're just moving you. Okay, well, was that better or worse? Job shakeups. Plus, watching a very stressful medical drama doesn't help. So, plus being on pager duty and, not going to bed and working till, after midnight for this week, it's just, I'm kind of like in a fugue state. Is that the right word?
I actually don't know what
I think
fugue
I think
state
that might be
means.
right. I think fugue state might. I hope so. A rare temporary psychiatric state featuring sudden unplanned travel away from home, accompanied by memory loss regarding one's identity and past, triggered by extreme stress or trauma. Okay, so maybe I just mean the trigger for that one, but yeah, that's basically my life. Alex, Daniel, what's going on?
I'm certainly not in a fugue state, that's for sure. No, things are, I'd say, less stressful over here. Well, actually, I did get some troubling news the other day, and you guys know what I'm referring to, but I'll read this out.
Yeah,
Um, it says, "Dear family and friends, we are reaching out to provide an important update regarding our upcoming wedding reception. Due to current world affairs, largely initiated by Tanner debates, and the requirements of the active military base for the event is being held, uh, they're requiring security checks. And I was pretty sure I knew what those global events were, but the initiated largely by Tanner debates
do I have to
in
do
the
my
email,
Trump impression
that
again?
was no, I'm just Daniel's a little more on the inside here, so I'm kind of curious
Yeah,
what
Daniel,
spurred
what's
that.
the inside baseball? What are those events? What's going on?
Look, Tanner has he's ruffled some feathers, you
Would
know.
my
He's
Trump impression play out well at the base or
ta
what?
They will after a
Tanner's
couple bottles of wine.
Tanner's reputation,
Is that one gonna get me in
he's
trouble
well
with the
known.
sailors?
Yeah, he's well known in the world. And the
Can't I just
problem
blame it on a
is,
fugue state like Roseanne Barr? Like when she said that anti-Semitic stuff and got canceled, she blamed it on Ambien. Can't I just blame it on like watching the Pit and a job shakeup?
I mean, you could, this thing at your job. I mean,
Yeah,
are
like
you sure it's not the actual vice president and that you've been deemed a national security threat?
oh no, it's the vice president of our like data org. Though he
But
recently
I
got
mean,
moved.
that's convenient. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, but the timing of, Daniel and Owen's, press release here, I'm connecting the dots a little bit. It might
Yes.
be
I think
you.
you've discovered upon like a born identity type Manchurian candidate assassination attempt. Have been, put into a dissociative fugue state with memory loss, and I'm just now waking up, remembering my identity, and I have one prime directive, and that is to assassinate Vice President Mike Pence. You're right. You're right.
What was the sleeper cell sort of what do they call it? Like the trigger word or something? That like
Manchurian candidate? Oh, the code phrase or
yeah,
the
wait, someone triggers whatever phrase
like
triggers the.
whatever it's called. Manchurian candidate trigger word. Trigger phrase,
I
catchphrase.
think it was Daniel earlier when he said,
Why
"Welcome to the
don't you pass
Experience
the
Podcast."
time by playing a little solitaire? That phrase is used by Soviet and Chinese agents to activate the guy to turn him into an assassin.
Whoa,
What do you guys think my trigger phrase would be?
That's what I
To
was
like
trying to
turn me
figure
into a
out.
Manchurian candidate and switches off, and I just turn into this elite gymnastic assassin who can do backflips and throw ninja stars. What do you think? What phrase turns me into that person?
Um, maybe it's medical jargon. You've been watching The Pit, so
It's
they,
true.
they said like,
I started
uh,
diagnosing my fridge
Yeah.
Like, I, I opened it one morning and it was like stuck. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I opened it and the Worcester sauce. I guess it knocked over on like the door uh,
Oh no.
handle, basically. The door bar that stores some like sauces, and it basically congealed overnight, and it's sticky. And I've tried cleaning all of it. I've used disinfectant multiple times and different types of cleaner, and it's still sticky. Like everything there is sticky, and it kind of smells like Worcester sauce. I can't find the secret Worcester sauce. But when I opened it, or tried to open it, I was like, patient is presenting with stuck door syndrome. Doesn't seem to want to open. Forced entry reveals spilled Worcester sauce on, you know, locations 3, 4, and 5. And talking like a doctor might, you know, in a prognosis or whatever. And yeah, so I think the show definitely has gotten to me um, in a way that has started to affect both my mental and literally physical. So
And thus triggering a national security incident. Okay, yeah.
correct. So maybe my trigger phase is someone being like, I actually didn't like the pit. I don't know. I didn't really like the pit. How could you like the show? Something like that would probably trigger me into like a must kill the dissident, anyone who opposes the pit. No, you guys should watch it though. It is. I was
It's left you debilitated. I think I gotta at least explore it a little
well,
bit.
I had heard good things about it, and I'm like, it's a medical drama. Like, this can't be high art. Isn't there like just an inherent ceiling with medical dramas? Like, aren't they all cursed to kind of be like Grey's Anatomy tier? You know what I mean? Like, we're not looking at like a Breaking Bad level type show. Um, just because I don't know. I guess I went in with some biases, which as doctors we can't do that, obviously. But
That's
then
a
I
nice
started
use of the
watching it.
word. Yes.
Biases
No, the
of doctors.
what of it? First person plural when you referred to doctors is pretty funny. Said we. Is there
Doctors,
do
yeah.
you have some credentials?
I've been
Sorry,
watching the
continue.
Pit.
Yeah.
I've watched, I guess, let me do some math. I don't know, season and a half of the Pit. So I think I can. I don't know. I could probably diagnose someone or two. It's encephalitis. It's always encephalitis. I kind of want to get encephalitis if it's not deadly. Kind of seems interesting. Just kidding. You don't actually want that. Um, yeah. Point is, my trigger word, my Manchurian candidate trigger word is I actually don't like the Pit. So you guys need to go watch the Pit. I know I was told and kind of shrugged it off at first, but I'm telling you now to watch it. Maybe when you're in the right headspace, you're craving a kind of grittier portrayal of humanity, seeing the best and the worst, then watch it. But I don't know. I was like, it's it's a tough watch. It ain't easy.
It
So
definitely piqued my interest. I've been searching for a show to watch recently, so
I think you'd like it.
I
I think
might.
you'd like it. I think
Yeah,
you both would like it.
Daniel. I mean, of
Daniel
course,
Daniel is a big avid TV show watcher, and he appreciates. The one thing I know about Daniel is if there's a show on HBO, Daniel's gonna watch it. He's
he's
gonna
gonna.
watch it, and he's gonna say, "This is my favorite show of all time."
You can find his blog, and he'll let you know what he thinks about it. And
Daniel,
it's
do you have a
very
letterbox?
No, I don't. Um,
because he's got his own blog page. He's better
It's
than
because of the
Letterboxd.
blog. Yeah.
I've seen the pit. The season finale's out tonight, actually,
Wait, of
in
season
like an
two?
hour. Season 2 finale, yeah, is that like
Really?
an
This
Oh my
hour?
is
gosh! So season two's been premiering, and that's oh okay.
Yeah.
wow.
So you
This paints this whole conversation in a new
it
light.
does. Oh my god! So that's why I've been watching it. I don't know how I saw. Yeah, it comes out. No, wait.
Yeah,
The
the season finale comes
15th?
out in November.
Okay. Oh man,
So
I'm on like
there's a death in season 2 that's gonna hurt you, Tanner.
okay, what
Oh
the
my God.
well, hold on. I'm
Don't
on
do it.
is it I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. The someone who is maybe I'm trying to be as nebulous as possible.
I'm not gonna say who it is. So,
You better
yeah.
not.
And to be honest, I don't even remember when it happened, like what episode. So I can't even, you know, lead you on in any way.
I think I'm on sorry, episode 12. So I literally have
Oh, so you've already seen it.
yeah. I think that's so I'll probably watch the finale tonight then. If it's on the certain websites that they use. Um, but oh no! Oh my God, I looked it up. I started reading the summaries of each of the episodes ahead of what I've read.
That's good.
I
Oh,
hate
Always
when
good to
that
do
I
that.
hate when you do that. And then you're like, well, I know why do they do that? Why can't they be a little bit more
What are you reading?
I just looked up season 2 of
Was
the
it
Pit.
like the AI
And
summary
then
at the top?
no, it was showing
Okay.
like season 2, episode 11. Here's the summary. Episode 12. Here's the summary. 13. Here's the summary. It's like Dr. Robbie and da go to Disney World, and then it'll be like Dr. Robbie dies. It'll be like what? You know how some are
Mhm.
like they're nebulous and maybe innocuous summaries, and then other summaries are just like here's the biggest spoiler of the show. I hate when that happens. So Daniel, what do you think of it then? Because I think we should just rebrand the podcast to be a Pitt discussion podcast.
Isn't it? That's where we are now.
I
Every
think.
week.
Uh,
It's really a tough time to get in on that, considering the season finale's tonight, and then it won't.
It won't pick up for another
It'll be
year.
another year or so when it comes back.
Really,
yeah.
really dive into it in November.
Yeah, this is not really the time to get in.
No, it kind of is. Well, you're right. No, sorry, not to get into the second party media landscape. Discussing the show, of course, right? Like, especially when there's such a big gap. But at the same time, maybe it is. Like, maybe, okay, hold on, hear me out. When is the best time to make a podcast? Maybe when the show is at the height of its popularity, which I think is kind of right before season finales, no? It's kind of when,
No one's gonna listen after. Now, here's what we could do, and
you
Alex,
gotta- you
you could
gotta-
jump in on this too.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have it. What we could do, we could do a podcast about the Pit.
No, I like that. We got to find one. It's
Mhm.
just the people reacting to people reacting.
Yeah, I think we
Reaction
could do
thing.
that. Now that has a lot of content because people have been doing plenty of content about the Pit, so we'll have that banked for the
okay.
next several months in between
Yeah.
seasons.
And then for the next, well, I was thinking, episode to episode of the experience, it's whatever Tanner's watched because, well, I talk a lot. But, whatever I've watched, which is, in this case, the Pit, we just go watch, or just go collect different Pit podcast episodes and review them. Second party Pit podcasts, the Pit podcasts, we review those. But let's say next week I'm watching Succession. So then next week's The Experience podcast, we go find Succession podcasts to review. We should just become content aggregators and shift into short form content and
That's how
upload
you
that
get
into
rich these
YouTube.
days.
Honestly, if you wanted to convert this, we take our best bites and we condense them down
Yeah.
and take the best bits, and we just need a social media manager, Daniel. Do we have anyone in the budget?
We do have a pretty sizable budget for this podcast. We could probably try to squeeze it. We would have to take away some of the benefits.
employee incentives? No.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
unfortunately.
Well, I guess if it's for long-term gain.
Yeah, so Alex, that beanbag chair that we got you may not be a permanent fixture.
No.
I knew this, like, mid 2010s big tech vibe that we had wasn't going to last. It's okay. I knew it wasn't going to last.
The
The slide
experience
in the office
the experience
really.
podcast boomed and went. Yeah.
The
We had our own bubble
ping
burst.
pong table's getting taken out.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was like the social network. We were really building something. We were trying to further humanity's mission, or whatever they said about Facebook. Um, but yeah, I don't know. We could do that and just kind of cast a wide net where it's like, look at this YouTube short of the Experience podcast reviewing other people's podcasts about the show Succession. That's like 3 layers of extraction.
And so are we like are we critiquing their commentary like, oh, I don't agree with that point. I think the symbolism was actually this. Or are we critiquing like how they deliver it? Like, oh,
I
his vocals like not even,
I like a
it's
mixture of
even more
both. I like a mixture
tertiary.
of both. Like, let's try to
Okay.
tear people down and be like,
Hmm.
okay, not only is your critique of the show surface level and you didn't understand this metaphor and so went over your head, but you also sound stupid. And boom, you take that
Yeah,
sound clip and
because
you upload that to YouTube, and then you have
Tanner's got
Tanner
some
from the
right.
Experience podcast destroys,
Yeah,
Abby XYZ from this podcast, and
because
then
not it's not
gets
just
headlines. That's
aggregation.
headlines.
Yeah, it's not just aggregation, it's also the negativity that you gotta get on.
Yeah, no, you
Correct.
you
It's
have to.
aggregating
Destroys
negative
woke
content.
woke Succession podcast. We can lean into some kind of angle,
Well,
Daniel.
they're
Can we
so
find like a
critical of big business.
yeah? We need to find
Yeah, because Tanner could
some
easily
podcast that's
just
friendly, LGBT friendly. We'd be like, why do we need an LGBT friendly Succession podcast? What we really need
yeah.
is we need more men in
True
the
American
Succession
values.
space or something like that. Okay, I'm losing steam on that idea. I don't know if I can be hateful even as a joke. I don't think I can. I don't think I can pretend to hate woke as a joke. Like that's my theory is that if you're like a right wing grifter, kind of just have to say they're making the frogs gay, and you kind of have to like lean into that and get high energy and get really hyped about that. I think it takes a kind of certain person to get hyped about that. I think you, on some level, probably don't believe what you're saying because it's insane. But
I
I
mean,
don't know. I don't.
we can
Yeah,
ask
can we can we
like,
get Charlie Kirk on the podcast?
I mean, we have Daniel, the very, anti-woke right-wing podcast host here. Well, I wonder what he thinks about that. Do you have to work yourself up to generate your opinions, or is this just what's on your mind all
Yeah,
the time?
Daniel, are you just Daniel? Are you racist and homophobic for a reason? Like, what's going on?
Oh, come on. I feel like of the three of us, Tanner's definitely the one that would do it.
I just said I couldn't. I just said I
I
ran out
don't
of
know.
steam trying to
Yeah,
make
but
fun of like
you
a
have-
woke podcast. I don't
That's
think I
so
can do
much
that.
that's
more-
a great cover.
I have,
But you have so much more passion than Alex and I do,
yeah,
Just
but I
in
told
Yeah,
you,
you have a
general.
lot of vigor.
but
Yeah,
Thank you.
like Alex and I just no one would believe us getting worked up about anything.
you're right. I have the believability there, but I don't think I could sell it because I don't myself on some level
No,
believe it.
like I mean, you could do it. You would like basically go on camera for 5 minutes and then you would turn the camera off and immediately like curl up in the corner and cry for an hour. Like that's the routine that you would go through.
I don't think
Yeah.
I could. I honestly don't think I could live that life. I don't think I could live a lie.
How much? I mean, what if what
Yeah,
if
what's
our
money worth to you?
anti-woke Succession podcast blows up and you're getting paid the big bucks? Do you still say the same thing, Tanner?
Hold on, I've thought of an idea for the greatest. Here's how you. Okay. I got it. Sorry, Alex. I told you I'm in a fugue state. I can do this, guys. Okay. So here's what I have to do. I have to become a right-wing grifter. Just there's like a point of criticality where you have just enough fans where you'll make headlines if you do something drastic, like if I jumped off a bridge or something like that, or in this case, right-wing grifter donates to the Trevor Project and to the NCAA. No, sorry, the National Advancement of Colored Peoples, NA, whatever it is. Like donates to woke
Yeah,
charities.
whatever.
Like, wouldn't
it
that
is.
be crazy?
Just
like-
like a complete switch?
Yeah, right. And there's the headline. It's like, notable right-wing activist Tanner is woke. and boom, and then like you have a lot of people who are like, I used to be part of the left. And then Joe Biden became president, or Barack Obama became president, and now I hate black people, and now I vote for Donald Trump, and here's why you should too, right? You have a bunch of people being like, I had to leave because they went psycho. They started letting men play women's sports, right? Like you have those guys, but you never have the reverse. So maybe is there something there? Like that's a niche, right?
Weird. I'm
Like
your conversion therapy
for fake right wing podcasters that have not actually been right wing grifters the whole time. Like that's the only way I could see myself living this life. I'm like, okay, I just need to get to 16,000 monthly followers, and then I can announce that I'm donating all the money I've made so far to charities, and boom, that's a headline, and that propels me into woke stardom, and I get put into a movie or something like that. I don't know.
Daniel, I don't know. He's really playing
I
this
feel like
like,
I'm
oh,
cooking.
I
I
could
feel like that's a
never.
right idea. I might be onto something.
That's a way to get headlines, but he's really trying to convince us
The only
pretty
problem
hard.
is I have to, in the short term, betray my like friends and at least my values.
Well, but you'll make a lot of money, and we all know
Yeah, you're
what
right. You
matters
might be
more.
onto something, Mr. Bohr. You might be onto something. But in the short term, you have to betray your friends. You might never ever get that trust back.
And you do have to kind of shell out for like a big, obnoxious pair of headphones too, so that you're like
Yeah.
when they film the podcast and you're sitting in the chair, they're
And I'm
just
gonna have to get a fucking dumbass tattoo of like a cross or something like that.
Yeah.
Like on my bicep. It's something gaudy. Gaudy, whatever it is. Something gaudy. Just something tacky. Like I'm gonna have to change who I am. And I don't know. I don't think I'm comfortable enough losing my friends and being unfaithful to my own
What?
values.
I mean, you
And
won't lose us, your business
'cause
partners, and that's what really
but like I
matters.
don't want to have to be like you
We
know
matter. Daniel
no, I
matters
don't
more
want to
than
be like
anyone else.
shh, I'm going undercover. I know I just said this hateful thing about your sexual orientation or your race, but like I didn't mean it because trust me, I'm gonna be doing something big. It's gonna be hilarious. Like if someone said that to me, I'd be like, okay, please never talk to me again.
That's very fair.
So I don't know. That's my only idea, Daniel, and I don't think I could even do that. Like I think it would cause me to fracture um my mental state. It would put me into a fugue state. And then you'd see like the actual headlines just like right wing grifter Tanner debates strips naked and runs into a highway. You know what I mean? Like I'd have a psychosis. And yeah, I would do something crazy like that. So you're right. I have the right amount of vigor and the chutzpah, but I don't think I can. I don't think I could keep up the charade.
Well, we'll
Sorry,
have to look
what
for
was the
some
question
other.
you asked, Alex? Before I went on that whole thing.
I don't even know, but I like I like where we got. I like the conclusion we reached. So Daniel, in that case, if since you're the kind of running this ship, you're the producer, your
Yeah.
talent kind of just
And
I don't
Daniel,
know.
you are my boss technically,
Yeah,
so you can
yeah.
tell me if I have to do that. If I have to become split off the Tanner's Experience podcast or something like that, and
Nah,
I
you
have
need
to
to.
start
We could brainstorm a better name than that.
Tanner's Experience, the white man's experience,
That's way too.
straight white man's experience. Too much on the nose.
It has to be like a plausible deniability
The
or something.
silent majority's experience.
Well,
That's
do you want to tap? Do you want to tap into the incel stuff and go with a play on
Oh.
debates?
Oh,
You know,
Oh my God, that's why he's
You're
the
right, you're
producer.
right, you're
That's
right.
why he's the producer.
Like black pill debates, red pill debates.
You could literally just be Tanner Debates, but Debates is, hi, I'm Tanner Debates, and it's like literally your last name, but it's also the verb.
Tanner debates weekly. Tanner debates.
He does
Yeah.
do it weekly.
Debates
Yeah.
with debates.
That's a good one.
Master debating, something like that. Is there something there with trying gooning and master debating? Is there something there? Goon culture and subculture, are they somewhat aligned? I don't know. I was trying to lean into Daniel's.
Now we're just
Gooning and master debating kind of sounds like a podcast. I kind of tell you how to masturbate.
I think that's a little too far at that
Yeah.
point. I think
I think you're
And we've
absolutely
lost.
not. You're not getting
It's
any
a pipeline.
capture.
You guys don't understand. You guys don't understand the algorithm. You got to funnel people in. You got to start with the good stuff. How to goon, how to masturbate, and that's when you can kind of get into the Sydney Sweeney, the jeans stuff, the Aryan race, and that's when you can get into the the right wing grift. It's about transitioning and cultivating an audience through the algorithm.
That's smart.
I noticed a lot of you guys really responded when I was praising Sydney Sweeney for her jeans ad. So I decided to lean more into that, and now I'm kind of like a Sydney Sweeney goon appreciator / right-wing activist. So it's kind of weird how that happened.
But you could, and then you say, "Oh, this has always been how I felt."
But I've always felt this way about Sydney Sweeney. She's always kind of made me feel things like pride. Pride and pride for, I don't know, my race. I'm trying to, how can I like dog whistle white power? It always made me feel powerful and prideful about being white, and I guess I could talk like Trump too. I guess that might help. Maybe I can do this. I sold myself short being like, I couldn't betray myself.
You didn't
couldn't
have enough
betray my
faith in
friends.
yourself. Yeah.
No, you're right, but I could
think
totally
it's
do
like-
it.
You could do it.
I
Yeah.
totally could do. I don't know.
You're very talented, Tanner, as they say.
You're an actor at heart.
Yeah, I think I should have been
you
a
could pull it
thespian.
off.
I think I should have been a thespian.
Well, they're
I don't
probably
know.
still hiring extras for the Pitt. See how
Yeah,
it
they
turns
don't-
out.
Where is it filmed? Where do you think it films? Is it actually?
It's got to be Pittsburgh.
Is
I'm just kidding.
the,
Could be Atlanta.
I don't think it
let's
is.
see. It
Okay.
is filmed in Burbank.
Yeah.
Close enough.
The outsides obviously are filmed at Allegheny General, but interesting. It's all a soundstage.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone needs to move to LA for his big break.
Now I'm gonna move to Philly, and I don't know. So yeah, Daniel, you really liked it though. What do you think of? Okay, so here's my problem, or maybe this isn't great, but I accidentally went to the subreddit, and on the subreddit, people were complaining about Noah Wiles, the Dr. Robbie. He also directed some episodes, and some people are like, some guy, like I think it was just a thread about it, and it was like, what do you guys think about him? I think personally he's overrated. He's got his head so far up his ass. He actually thinks he's a doctor, and people are like, no man, he's just an actor. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But this guy was like, he's just got his head so far off his ass. He's like, he acts like a doctor. And people are like, no, he acts as a doctor on TV. This guy is actually crazy. So, but apparently he's also, Noah Wiles has actually directed some of the episodes. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Or Daniel, if you've seen that. He's actually,
Yeah, I think he's directed
yeah.
one.
I found
I
this
don't
very
remember
interesting.
if the episode was specifically memorable because of his directing.
Yeah, you're right. He only directed one episode.
Well, at least in season 2. I don't know. Let me
But
see
that's
season
still
1,
that's still something. Maybe that's I'm trying to figure out why this guy thought he was like he had his head up his ass. Oh, because he went to
Yeah, I mean-
Northwestern. He went to Northwestern.
No, so Noah
Northwest-
Wiley was on ER for 10 years before this. So
Okay,
he's
so
played a doctor
he's
for
played
a
a
long
doctor.
time.
At that point, this guy's known. He's pretty convincing as kind of the what am I trying to say? Like not the leading man doctor, but just like the stoic. You know, they call him a captain, and he's kind of ace in a sense, in a way that he's kind of, I don't know, he's believable. He's got like the, I don't know. I guess he reminds me of my childhood doctor a little bit, like in terms of the what's the word I'm looking for? In the humors, not his humor sense, and his humor sense, but the humors. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's the four humors or something like
Since we're
humorism,
like the medical, like
maybe
bodily.
four
I
basic
don't think.
substances. He kind of is just. He seems like a doctor. I don't know how to put it. I know he plays like a doctor, but he kind of just. I don't know. It's believable. I feel like he is leading this ER. Um, so I don't know if he's got his head so far up his ass, but yeah, I don't know. It's like very good performances all around. Uh, get where I was going. I saw this podcast um, that was talking about. This was before I'd seen the show. If the Pitt was stealing from, like, creatively, a rip off. Let me see, another show. People claim it was a derivative of ER, which was created by Michael Crichton.
Yeah, it's the same.
And so people are like, and actually there was a lawsuit recently, and they went through this whole lawsuit and how the Warner Brothers CEO or whatever had to like testify, and it was a whole like discussion on intellectual property law. And it was fascinating. I couldn't tell you a single thing that I remember from it, but it was fascinating. And yeah, I'm losing steam. I don't know what else. That's all I got. um. So yeah. So
I mean,
next episode of the podcast, we're whatever TV show I'm watching now. We'll go check out what that
what's the next
fandom
one?
looks like. What's up
What's the
next
next
on the
one,
list?
Tanner?
I've been taking a break from One Piece because, and I know we're gonna get some nasty comments in the audio comments. Fans, you can leave audio comments on Anchor.fm if you're listening on that platform. We're gonna get some nasty comments there about me not liking One Piece anymore. I'm kind of on a boring arc, and I kind of just stopped watching. It doesn't move me anymore. So let the hate fan mail come. I get it. But I need to go back to watching that and finish it. I'm about halfway through One Piece. It's a lot. It's a
There's
lot.
like a bajillion episodes, right? It's just
Bajillion and a half, but you're
oh
close.
my goodness.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so probably that. So probably we'll start with a Pit discussion, and then we'll move on to One Piece. We'll find the most popular One Piece podcast, and we'll go make fun of how they look like nerds, and then that'll get picked up by the algorithm, and certain people will be like, "Wow, the Experience podcast is totally anti-woke. Look how they destroy those purple-haired freaks on Two Piece, One Piece's foremost podcast." One mic. What do you? I'm trying to think of some good names for a One Piece podcast. The One Piece podcast. That's good. One piece at a time. Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
come
That's
on.
good.
That's it.
That's good.
Um,
That's good.
Tanner, I was inspired by you earlier.
Yeah.
You were talking about One Piece, and I just thought this was a funny quote. You said, "It doesn't move me." Yeah, I think
Did you
that's
like my
what you
delivery
said.
of that one too?
The delivery was really good, and
Thank
that
you.
got me thinking. Daniel, you should have I think this is a common thing in some media, but kind of just a little montage as the theme song, kind of introduction in the beginning, where you just take little splices from a bunch of the episodes of the best quotes, as like the
Yes, yeah,
introduction.
like a highlights reel. Like
Yeah,
it'll be like
kind of like
introducing Tanner, co-starring Tanner, and it'll show my like highlight reel. I'll do some funny
yeah,
bits.
yeah. Kind of like when they
Used to
they're
do that on
advertising.
shows. Yeah.
Yeah, or like I'm thinking of Hulu, and they're all saying like, "Wow, that was
Oh
amazing."
yeah,
And it's
like
just like different splices of different
the and
TV
it's
shows.
almost edited to kind of tell like not a story, but like
Yeah,
tell a commercial
yeah,
of like,
exactly.
wow, that's so great.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
sort
know.
of thing.
And they'll say like, yeah, wow, that's so great, and it'll be like TV's number one most celebrated show.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Really?
Yeah, I can't believe. Yeah. So I think
Vanity Fair calls it a must watch. You have got to stop watching this. Right? Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yep.
Daniel, I think there's an opportunity because I think one of our talents here at Mr. Debates
Producing
provides
sound
a lot of that.
bites.
I think he could feature heavily. We're always trying to innovate here on the Experience Podcast. I think it would be a great addition.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah, Daniel. So I think you'll just have to go through all the episodes and
Well,
use.
it's so
You
much
should
work.
use AI and say, "Hey, go through all 400 episodes. Only about 2,000 minutes of content or something like that, and just scan it for funny comments and synthesize and pull those out, and have the AI just detect what humor is. Like, don't give it any prompts. Just say, what do you think is the funniest? And watch as it pulls out something like Daniel
It's
saying, just Daniel saying something like, yeah, I kind of like Chernobyl. I think it's a good show.
Or
That's Daniel's highlight reel. Yeah, I like Chernobyl.
It
It
it's
moves
just
me.
you saying all the like pretend right wing stuff.
It edits. It pulls it out. Here's Tanner's highlight reel, and it's just Tanner saying stuff like "Yes, mein Führer," and like just a bunch of terrible right wing garbage. That would be kind of funny. It's like, here's Tanner's comedy highlight reel. And it sounds like a Dave Chappelle show, but that was common. Me knocking off Dave Chappelle. But yeah, so Daniel, you got your homework, you got your assignment. I got mine. I'll look into whatever. I'll look into the Pitt podcast, and I'll make sure it's an amateur the Pitt podcast.
Yeah, like where it's their passion project.
Correct.
And-
Sort by least popular,
Yeah, and we just
most popular, and go to the bottom. Like find
Down.
literally the equivalent of the experience, but for the Pitt podcast. What do you guys think?
Well, that's how you get big. You start feuding with other podcasts of similar
Yeah,
size.
you just kind of
we have
climb
to
the
DM
ladder.
them. Yeah, we DM them. Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna make fun of your podcast. Hopefully that's okay.
Yeah, and it's just like manufactured beef. Like it's super amicable in the back channels, but we both just start like we say something, they react, and then it starts this whole like kind of chain. And then we just kind of pivot to different podcasts, kind of eating our way up the food chain.
Oh God, Alex, you're not gonna like this. Brian from Pit Rock's podcast, he just leaked your DMs, bro. Brian just leaked your DMs.
I mean,
We're
that's
at war.
yeah. It's and I'm usually one to
I'm gonna put the Twitter link in the chat.
yeah.
I guess we'll
I'm
have
not-
to find
I'm not
out next
one to-
episode.
Yeah, I'm not one to start conflict, but you can't appear weak when something like this
This is
happens.
war.
So I'm gonna have to strike back.
You just
So-
leaked your DMs, bro. It's on.
Stay tuned for that. Oh my God, you're so hot. What was Adam Levine's thing?
Oh my God, you're so sex or something like that.
Yeah,
Or I love you. I love you alive. That's one of my favorites. Jeff Bezos said to his like former wife, not the one I'm thinking of, but like the previous one before her. He's like, "I love you alive, girl. I love you alive." Jeff Bezos. Yes. Wait. To Lauren Sanchez. Never mind. It said, "I love you, comma alive, girl." It's a poem. It's what? Apparently, he's like, it was because the texts were, put in by like Alexa, and so it added in a weird like comma. So it says, "I love you, comma alive girl. I love you, comma alive girl. I love you, all caps alive girl, comma I love you, all caps alive, all caps girl."
That's
It's
funny.
yeah,
We've all been there. We've all been there.
25 years of marriage and it's gone, even though he loved her alive. But even if it put a comma in a weird spot, like "I love you alive girl," it's just
Could be a song. Could be in like an '80s song.
or "I need your sex" is what Adam Levine said, something like that. "I need your sex," right?
It was
There.
something funny like that.
It was
Let's
something-
yeah, we
I-
can. I like the leaked DMs.
Oh
That's
wait,
a good
yeah,
idea.
yes. Okay, wait. It was that body of yours is absurd. Yeah.
Daniel, do you want to get like we can fake some CCTV footage of you getting in a bar fight?
Mhm.
We could stage
I
that.
feel like AI should be able to do that.
Okay, true.
Yeah, we can have AI do that.
Like someone like bumps into you and then you shove them.
Daniel meets Brian from the Pitt, the Pitt podcast.
It's
Daniel fights on Alex's behalf, like a
New
Real
York convention.
Real Housewives of the podcast, where you guys just like start fighting, and for Daniel, Alex is his boy, so he's got to protect his boy. So if Brian
very-
starts swinging, Daniel's gonna start swinging. This is war.
Yeah. You hit one, you hit all. It's very
Yeah.
tribal.
Yep. Yeah, we just need to do a Real Housewives of shitty podcasts dynamic, and then we just start beef, and that's how we get there. We have to be trashy. We have
That's
to
right.
go lower.
That's our we gotta go low to get to the top. I like it, Tanner.
Yep.
Good. Well, goodness, Tanner, you've got some homework, and I don't mean all of the
No, I'm gonna
podcast
take a
development stuff.
shower.
You gotta
and
watch some TV.
I'm gonna go take a shower, and hopefully, I'll probably be up late tonight as well, and then crash. But I have I guess 3 more episodes to watch, or 2.5 more episodes to watch, and then I will be able to watch the finale when it airs
There you
in 5
go.
minutes. So I have my
Yeah.
night ahead of me.
You truly do.
Okay. Anything else, everyone?
As for me,
Leave your favorite beef down in the comments.
yeah.
so
Who should we
can
beef
try
with
and
next? Who should we beef
replicate.
with next?
Beef is season 2 came out of Beef today, actually.
Oh, that's
Did-
oh,
I
fun.
didn't finish the first season. I don't know. I didn't. I got about halfway through.
That'll
It's
be
different.
next.
It's different actors. It's like a different story.
Oh,
It's interesting. I only watched the first episode so far, so I don't know. But it's a completely different story and everything.
so we need a beef with the
Anyway.
beef podcast.